Ready to
Yep,
roll?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Okay, no, you're talking and you're not supposed to talk.
We're not supposed to talk.
We're rolling already.
We're rolling, so we
Right.
have to talk.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that's the whole idea, no?
Yeah,
What
yeah,
am I
I don't
missing?
think so.
What am I missing?
And
Uh,
this is Tush Twins
it is the Tush
on,
twins.
on malcolmpresents.com. And
Oh my God.
what have we got there?
What a
A very
giant.
large bottle of artwork.
Oh my God.
I
Oh,
worship the ground. If everyone wants to know what we're doing today, we're talking about ketchup.
yeah.
Move over.
Move over, Heinz and all the
No,
other
move
ones.
over. Whatever other
Well,
ketchup
Max,
is out there.
before you do
Heinz.
anything, introduce the show so people know what they're listening to.
Move over, Lucy and Ethel and Laverne and Shirley, Thelma, Louise, Betty and Wilma, Tina and Amy, and who else can we add to this list?
We got to
We
add
are,
some updates.
here come the Tush twins with
Tosh
tales of
twins.
friendship from Brooklyn and beyond. Maxine Faith, moi, Paula Rose, aka Rusty, aka the redhead.
Hello.
We bring you through our 60 plus years of friendship with some levity, some drama,
Oh,
some joy, yay, and unabashed love, 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 love. Boo. So from the burbs, from Brighton to Coney to New York City to the burbs and out to the whole wide world and beyond, even to the core of the earth. We've been through it all, and we will take you through our journey. We've been through a lot of crap, and we know each other so long and so well that our atomic particles have been joined at the tush.
Did you ever see the old Did you ever see the old Charlie Chan movie? When you say that, I'm thinking of there's an old Charlie Chan movie.
which one?
He
There's
got
a
I
bunch of
forgot the
old.
name of it.
They're all old.
Yeah, but he goes to prison to interview someone, and Mantan Moreland is his chauffeur, and he walks into the prison. He sees an old friend, and they start talking, and they each finish each other's sentences. So he'll
Mhm.
go, "Do you remember when?" He said, "Oh yeah, that
Oh
was
yeah,
you."
I remember that.
And
That's
did you
Max
do
and
you
I.
ever see? No, I haven't seen him in years. Oh, he married. Did he marry her?
Oh
Mhm.
God.
It's like
That's it.
they ended each other's sentences.
Yeah, that's pretty much what we do most of the
We do
time.
it.
I mean,
But yeah,
the
but
ketchup
anyway,
is,
yeah.
yeah, it's I mean, why shouldn't we talk about something as mundane as ketchup, especially with the
Excuse me.
ketchup
Ketchup is
mundane as
not
ketchup.
mundane.
Oh, and why
It's not
not?
mundane.
Well,
And why
I'd
not?
like to introduce the subject. I think this is one of our more serious subjects that we've
Absolutely.
had over. Now, the question is, which I still have not found an answer to, is it ketchup or mustard? Which
Blech,
one?
mustard.
Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Is it ketchup or
This is about ketchup,
is it
not
ketchup or
mustard.
cat
Wait.
mustard? Ketchup does not belong on a hot dog.
Yes, it does.
Oh no, 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 no. That is
Lots of it.
the that is the weirdest thing. Who puts freaking ketchup on a hot dog? I don't get that at
I
all.
do.
And Malcolm and I, it's mustard all the way.
Mustard.
I,
Excuse me, Lou Costello and moi, ketchup.
uh,
Mustard, eh,
you and Lou Costello, and then the rest of the world, mustard.
ketchup.
uh, well, we have to catch up with ketchup. I mean,
What do you put on your hot dog?
Ketchup.
mustard,
Ketchup.
mustard and sauerkraut, right, Malcolm?
Mustard and sauerkraut.
Right.
Just
That's what.
ketchup.
But now they charge you extra for sauerkraut in certain areas.
Yeah,
Yes, they
yeah,
do.
yeah. They got to make the Yankee buck,
Yeah.
figure it out. I mean, French fries and ketchup go together. That's
Yeah,
that's a
There
thing.
is only one French fry that I will not put ketchup on.
Nathan's.
Nathan's.
That's it.
Yeah,
That's the
baby.
only one, just salt.
Yep, a little salt.
Shake in the
Shake it up in
bag.
the bag. Yeah, yeah. If you get it and it's not in the bag, then don't bother
It's not
because
real. No, then I'll
it
put
that's
ketchup
not
on.
you're not getting the experience if you're just putting it, eating it from the little cone or whatever. Gotta get the bag, ask them for a bag because they get chinsy, right?
Yes,
Get
they
the
do.
bag, put it in the bag, put the salt in the bag, shake it up, baby. Oh,
Shake it with a
oh,
little
oh,
pepper and
oh.
salt and
But you know something?
Unbelievable.
The last time I was in Athens, probably like about 10 years ago, but I was very disappointed. Why? Because behind the counter were all kids.
Now, who'd you
yeah.
expect?
They were
This
kids.
which
And when I went to them, I remember my memories of Nathan's. These people behind the counter were professionals.
Oh, yeah.
these guys are not.
There was one guy that was in the hot dog stand, and they used to have news features on him.
Well, is he
He
the
would put the
one?
hot dogs in, give you the hot dogs, take your money out with his whatever they are, those tweezer things,
Right, the tongs.
Tongs.
the
Right,
tongs. He would take it out, and the other hand he would give you the change. It took maybe 5 seconds, if that long.
right. And then one of the guys, the hot dog guys, whatever, or I don't know if he wasn't a manager, but he's the one who invented chow mein on a bun.
I bow down to him.
I mean, people would come from far and wide. People who moved to California, if they were in New York, they were in Brooklyn, they'd go and get chow mein on a
Chow
bun.
mein, chicken chow mein on a bun with soy sauce and crispy noodles.
Chris, I love
It would
the
Yum!
it would, and then I think a few years ago they actually brought it back for like a couple of
Uh,
weeks. I missed
yeah.
it. I missed it. I don't know if it was the same, but
Do you know that chow
it's
mein is Chinese American?
Yeah, it's
yes,
all American.
it's all
Yes.
Chinese American. It's
Because I tell
they
you, I remember my brother's graduation from law school, and he went to NYU, and we took my mother to Chinatown,
Mm-hmm.
not far
you
from
know,
not far.
and we were all ordering, and she did chicken chow mein.
And they looked at her
Yes.
like she had
And
seven
they said,
heads,
"Sorry,
right?
we don't serve chow mein." And she looked at us and says, "You sure this is a Chinese restaurant?"
Right.
Yeah,
Because
I
you
know.
know
Most places,
that's
that's Brooklyn.
that's Brooklyn. It was Brooklyn. Now, if you ask for that in a Chinese restaurant that
They,
specializes in all, but I'm
they kick
sure
you
there's
out,
places you
There
can
are
get.
places that have my place right by me has excellent chicken chow mein.
So
And
yeah,
all the chefs, all the cooks are from Chinatown. They come in every day from Chinatown up here. They
really,
come in, yeah, phenomenal. The best egg rolls since I've been out of Brooklyn.
right? You know they
that's
say, "Okay, we'll feed this guy's anything. They'll eat anything."
right. With six, you get egg roll. Remember?
Ooh, I remember that
Ooh,
movie. Brian
egg roll.
Keith,
Egg roll was good.
Doris Day, and Brian
Doris
Keith.
Day. Yep,
But,
Brian
but,
Keith. I haven't
but
heard that
how
movie.
about speaking of mustard? How about the Chinese mustard?
Good.
I
My
can't. I
Remember
don't
how
my
like
hot
any
it was?
mustard.
my mom would love it. She'd put it on everything.
My
Chinese
mom
mustard.
too.
She'd put the crispy noodles. She'd dip it
Yeah,
in the
No, duck
Chinese.
sauce only. But
Yeah,
excuse me,
I
the
like the.
subject is ketchup,
Wait, do you
not
have
mustard,
do you
ketchup.
have another bottle of that?
I have six more downstairs.
okay. The question is that I have: is there any other brand aside from Heinz?
Yes, Del Monte,
Yeah,
Yep. Don't.
but would you
but
buy
that's
Del Monte?
catsup.
But would you buy Del Monte catsup or ketchup?
Never ketchup.
Well, there's
And the
different.
reason why it's ketchup, it's Heinz because they want to be different from the original catsup.
Ketchup.
They changed it
Well,
in 1876, I think it was.
Well, listen, I was looking at stuff. Of course,
Mm-hmm.
that's what I do,
You look at
It's
stuff.
snowing outside. What else do you got to do but look up
Look
ketchup?
at stuff.
So
Squirrel.
nutsack. So ketchup, the roots of ketchup are in China in the in the
Chinese.
Southeast Asia, like the third century, and they
Mm-hmm.
fermented seafood to create salty, like amber colored sauce that resembles like a fish sauce, which they had a lot
Yes.
of anchovy based. But in the 16th century, British cooks tried to replicate it with their own versions made from walnuts and mushrooms. Now they do have
Mm.
mushroom ketchup, by the way. They have all
Yes,
different ketchups now. I have to try it.
I've
So
tried a lot of them.
so it came, on the scene. Ketchup was first came out in 1812, and it was a horticulturalist named James Meese from Philadelphia who did that.
No mice.
We should be getting money from Heinz on this episode.
I should be getting money. I should just be getting ketchup.
But
I don't
wait,
care about the money. Give me ketchup. I
own.
love you.
Sometimes
Well,
they say,
I have an
own
idea.
the stock you love. Own the stock you love.
And I have it.
I know.
Well, I have a grand idea. Why don't you, when the show goes up on Malcolm, when the show goes up
Anticipation.
wait. Hold on for a minute, guys. When the show
Okay.
goes up on Malcolm Presents,
Yeah.
Mhm.
take the show, email it, or text it to the marketing director, Heinz Ketchup.
Maybe they have a Twitter or Instagram, and we could
Right, whatever. Just tell
get.
them we're not looking for cash.
We
We're
need it.
looking
We
for
need a.
product.
We I have to get an @Tush Twins account. We're gonna have to do that.
But
We
I
got it.
want them. I don't care. I just want to know it's a love note to them.
It
It's my
is.
favorite food. I eat ketchup on rye bread sandwiches.
Well, we know that's why your hair is red.
You're so strange. But getting back to the history of ketchup, let me just
Okay.
get this in,
Go
because
ahead.
it wasn't until the 1830s some doctors began rebranding tomatoes as a 19th century superfood. Tomatoes. Now you don't even like tomatoes, or you didn't, but you
I
like
didn't as a
ketchup
kid.
and tomato sauce for spaghetti. But as a kid,
Mm-hmm.
tomatoes and
No,
strawberries you wouldn't touch. So
still don't
anyway,
touch strawberries, and I love tomatoes now.
okay, well, anyway, one physician, Dr. John Cook Bennett,
Mm-hmm.
especially promoted tomatoes as cures for indigestion and other stomach ailments.
Diarrhea.
Yeah,
All that ketchup.
they don't know the people at Pepto, but anyway, they encouraged the craze for that fruit that eventually saw the introduction of ketchup pills,
I know.
and
I take them.
extracts. Um, one of the memorable jingles went like, "Tomato pills will cure all your ills." Tomato pills.
Tomato pills.
So the fad lasted through the 1850s, but soon enough, home cooks focused on creating their own ketchups instead of taking the vitamin equivalents. The sauce then
Vitamin, Benjamin.
became vitamin Benjamin. Take 1 teaspoon vitamin. Oh God, they should make something like that with a little alcohol in it. That would make people happy. The sauce then became an easily obtainable American dinner table staple, in large part thanks to the H.J. Heinz Company, which released its first tomato ketchup in, you were right, Paul, around 1876. Yay!
And wait,
Anyway,
did you know? Here's another thing: 4 tablespoons of ketchup equal to 1 medium tomato.
Wow.
So if
wait,
I
wait.
just take 4 of these tablespoons and be very happy.
Well, Ronald Reagan said ketchup was a vegetable and wanted to add
It
it to the
is.
school lunch programs. No. You
That's the
can't
only
be
thing I agreed with Ronald Reagan.
Tomato is a vegetable, isn't it?
It's not a vegetable in terms of it being a
It
healthy
has
vegetable
seeds.
that you want your child to have. Ketchup,
But no,
Yes,
not
actual
ketchup, but
ketchup. It's
no
no
tomatoes.
tomatoes. Yes, that's a yes, but well, actually, it's a fruit. Right?
the fruit, the
It's a fruit.
seeds.
Okay,
So
seeds.
just some stats, because we got to throw this in. You have to throw in some stats.
Yeah, throw in some stats.
12 billion individual ketchup packets are made by Heinz each year. They're going to have to figure out a way to be more sustainable, because those things wind up in places you don't want them to be.
Right.
But they do. Could you imagine these little packets? They're everywhere, but there's 12 billion. 12 billion. When did they patent the package? Do you know what year?
I don't care.
It's a
I
year
just
after you,
love to
a
eat it.
year
I'll
after you
open
were
the package.
born.
56? 50, I
Five.
born in 45. I born
57.
in 1980.
I was born
55.
81.
I remember 55 because the Dodgers won the World Series.
And you're wearing
Yes,
your
I
LA
did.
hat.
We're
There you
in
go.
LA. I moved out here 40 years ago.
How many known species of tomato are there?
72.
A lot.
10,000. I
And I
don't know.
love
I'm
most of
I'm
them.
thinking this might be right. And 2 million tons of tomatoes are processed by Heinz each year and made into ketchup.
Huh?
2 million tons.
Maxine, what's my favorite meal?
Your favorite meal is spaghetti
Ketchup
and
on rye
ketchup.
bread.
Spaghetti and ketchup you love. I know that. And
Only
you once had
Heinz.
you once had We got to call Heinz and tell him that only
Send a clip.
you
Send a clip to the
send a
marketing
clip.
We
director.
try to do things that are not normal. So one time we put cinnamon on pasta. That didn't work.
The bad.
But
Yuck.
Maxine, I use cinnamon now on different pastas I make because of
Really?
spiciness. Yes, there is a way of doing it. It comes
Cinnamon.
out perfect. Yes,
I don't know.
there is a way with some, it's wonderful in a sauce. It gives it a little spiciness. I've learned, but it's with the tomato sauce.
Well, okay, another trivia question.
What's
Where
that?
is the world's largest ketchup bottle and what was it originally before?
In Paula's house.
Well, the second largest is right here.
Well,
It's my art piece. I
it's
never
big.
leave home, move
Did Andy
without this.
Warhol do? I know he did the Campbell soup can. Did he ever do a ketchup bottle?
Yeah, the one
No,
that she has.
this is the
Well,
one from the movie Big.
you're so weird.
Well, my favorite ketchup story is that my mother, the gourmet cook, everything was
Hmm.
generally overdone, and when she
Right.
made pasta, it
You
was
put
ketchup and butter.
No, just
no.
plain ketchup.
Nope.
And wait, the story is, and everybody ketchup and butter. How is that possible? That's
Right.
you know, and we had Courtney Giovannice. It was
Gravities. Right.
Brevanese. I always
Hmm.
mispronounce the name. That's why I say Courtney is on Courtney on Health, who's a dietitian, who's Italian. And we were talking about that on one of the shows, and I was
Hmm.
saying about how my mother did that. And now we had it as I got older. It's a fancy name. We called it pasta alla Lee, because her name was Lee. Pasta alla Lee.
Pasta alla Lee. Okay,
Alla
we
Lee.
gotta. All right.
And and
Everyone has their own little stories with
and
ketchup.
we when I said that to Courtney, of course, Max had this face. How could you do that? And
Right.
then Courtney, good, coming from a good Italian family, she says, "My mother used to do that. I loved it."
I
Really?
grew up because I didn't like food as a child. The only thing I ate was anything with ketchup on it. That was the
Right.
only thing my parents and my grandparents would get me to eat, as long as it had Heinz ketchup.
Well, and you had to have Heinz. That's one.
Only Heinz.
I don't think I've ever bought any other ketchup brand but Heinz.
I
Me either.
had the other ketchups in people's homes and stuff, and I would actually not eat it because after you taste it, for me, that's my personal opinion, and I'm sticking with it. They suck.
But I have to say, I
don't
was
don't. don't-
I didn't say the names for me.
Okay. Okay. Well,
I'm not
but
because it's
I don't know if I don't know if
Heinz.
it comes with age, but I was always for my hamburger and
ketchup.
French fries was
Ketchup.
always ketchup.
Right. Me
Yes.
too.
As I've gotten older,
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
it's now
Uh-oh.
switched to mustard, but only the
What?
the
Mustard on your hamburger?
yeah
My dentist does that too.
the Dijon, the hot
No,
mustard on the hamburger and fries.
Oh,
Try it.
I can
no,
see.
no.
I can see. I did on occasion have mustard with French fries, but
But my husband
I'm
Dijon
more
is
is
of
the
a
hot
ketchup.
mustard.
not Jewish, so he puts one side where the tomato is mayonnaise, and the other side where the onion is on the bottom, mustard. So we had mustard and mayonnaise.
It's weird. Just
And
weird.
it's like, oh.
So, so I
So
have I instead of a bucket list, I call it an effort list. And one of the things has to be
you have to
visiting
go.
the world's largest ketchup bottle in Collinsville, Illinois, which is
Yes, we
15
do.
miles east of St. Louis. It's the home of the world's largest ketchup bottle, which was originally filled with water. But in the 30s and 40s, G.S. Suppinger Company in Collinsville produced ketchup along with chili beans, soup, and sauces. And the business was booming, and the company needed more water and opted to construct a water tower. And what better advertisement than making in the shape of a ketchup bottle? So it was in 1949, the world's largest ketchup bottle was 70 feet tall, with an additional 100 feet added to its height, thanks to its legs. And it can hold 100,000 gallons of water, which is equivalent to 640,000 bottles of ketchup. But in the 90s, the bottle had become defunct and slated for demolition. But a group of volunteers raised $80,000 towards its restoration. So since 2002, the colossal container has been listed on the National Register of Historic Places, attracting
Excuse me.
thousands of visitors. So we got to make that trip to Collinsville, and we have to do a report on it.
Yeah,
So
Yes, we do.
well, I suggest that for this year that we take the show on the road. Both of
okay,
you, both of you
definitely.
take the computer, take your laptop,
Mm-hmm.
and let's go to these places. I know next week you're gonna travel down to
Punxsutawney.
Punxsutawney.
Well, we should do the show next Thursday instead of Wednesday.
Yeah, we if
Why?
we
Oh, that's
should,
the Groundhog's Day.
because
It's February
that's yeah.
2nd.
Instead of Arab Groundhog Day, it would be
We should do it the
actual
day
ground.
of.
Well,
I think we should do the show instead of Many Shades of Green.
can't do that. I have a guest who's been booked for months. If I do that,
We'll do it. We'll figure it out, but we
we could
should
do
do
it
it on that
earlier.
day.
That's all.
Yeah, we'll do it at 12 o'clock
If you have to check Malcolm your schedule.
If I'm up.
if you're right.
All right. Well, anyway,
Well,
back to ketchup.
I have a show at 10. I have a show at 1, and I have a show at 2.
Then it's going to be the air of.
It's gonna be Arab.
How come I'm
Okay.
not making any money at this?
It's good. I don't know. We got to get Heinz to back us up.
I
Anyway,
don't care. Just
so
know that I love it.
you were talking about different kinds of ketchup,
Where
right?
you don't get these from?
Yes.
So I kind of looked up, and Heinz makes a jalapeno ketchup.
Yes, I do. I've had it.
Okay, and then they have the Sriracha company that makes Sriracha sauce. They make
Yes.
Sriracha ketchup.
It's okay.
It's
okay.
the Hui Fang
Food
company.
with the
Whatever.
rooster.
Yeah. Then
No cursing on the show, please.
I know you also like bananas. Do you know there's banana ketchup?
No, I don't know that.
Yes, and it's by a company called Baron, and it's Caribbean in nature, and there's no sugar in it, and it's sweetened by bananas. We got to try it. It's
Try that.
awesome. There's
I gotta look that up.
mushroom ketchup. Which
Did you know that Heinz
ahead.
put out a blue and a green ketchup one year?
I don't think that went over well.
It didn't, but I bought it anyway.
You're such a.
You should have saved the bottle.
I don't know.
I finished it.
Well,
Green
then
ketchup
there's
for St. Patrick's Day?
uh, they have tomato-free ketchup, and it's a company called Ketchup, and it's made with carrots, beets, and balsamic vinegar. And then I think one you will like, truffle ketchup.
Oh,
It's
that I would like.
made with white truffles and fresh tomatoes, and it's low in sugar, and it's made by food gods. The food gods make truffle. You, of all people,
I will find them.
gotta track it down.
Online.
Track it down. Since there's like a higher sugar content in ketchups, I've been using the veggie ketchup called True Made. So because it doesn't have the sugar, and I had to watch it. But there's organic Heinz also. I've had that.
I've had that, and Simply Ketchup.
Right, and then
That's
there's
good. And
then
there's the veggie ketchup.
Right, there's a veggie ketchup. There's a balsamic ketchup, and there's even a bacon ketchup.
Bacon?
Who would like that? Who would like
I think I would like that very much.
It's a bacon ketchup, Malcolm. You want some bacon ketchup?
Now listen, you said food gods.
Yeah.
And I looked it up, and what came up was Food God vapes.
not vapes.
Food God on Netflix.
It says
Food God show.
Put truffle ketchup up and see what happens.
Okay, truffle ketchup.
It said it's made by Food God, maybe Food God. I don't know.
You talk about bacon and eggs. It's nothing like a bacon and egg sandwich with ketchup.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, that's the only way I eat it.
You like eggs with ketchup? Oh God,
Maxine, I eat everything with ketchup except Nathan's French fries and lemon ice cream.
You had ketchup on lemon ice cream. I saw
you did too.
Only because you dared me.
Well, in my youth, I was working in a French restaurant, and it was a gourmet restaurant. And I was the only non-foreigner, the only American there. I was a captain, and the waiters used to make fun of the Americans who
Sure.
came in and they ordered steak
With ketchup.
with ketchup.
And they burned it. They want burnt steak with ketchup.
Yeah,
We know who likes that. I won't even say his name.
well,
See,
well done.
I do not eat ketchup on steak anymore. I don't put anything except pepper. That's it.
Good,
Steak.
good job.
It's
Good
been
job.
about 35,
Yeah,
40 years since I've had
you
ketchup
don't
on my
put,
steak.
but
and,
people
and,
do.
and steak rare.
Yeah, but they would
Oh, really rare.
the one people who
Moo.
generally speaking, if they put ketchup on their steak, they want it like burnt. They want it like completely over well done.
That's
Well,
And then
that's
that's the
they
how I
Midwest.
used to eat my steak.
Yep.
Now,
Well,
that's the Midwesterners would get it completely burnt. You can look at, oh my God,
yeah, it's
because it
no
loses all
that's
its taste.
yeah.
My
Well,
steaks now go moo.
yeah,
Yeah,
I like it medium. I don't like it well. I don't like it raw. I like it
I
I
just
like
like
it
it rare.
medium rare.
I don't eat steak that much. I think if I eat it once a year, it's a lot, but it's okay.
Well,
Do you
Medium
know?
rare.
you know how they did filet mignon originally? How it's because they used to make
Uh,
that for the king, and they would put a steak in front, a steak in the behind, and the whatever the steak in the middle, and they would burn the two steaks outside, throw it away, and the steak in the middle was rare. The
Mm,
filet.
oh, because I cooked it. Yeah.
right,
Hmm.
right, right.
That's a
Well,
good idea.
talk about food
Waste.
waste. That's a
Food
whole
waste.
other
Then they fed the
show.
steaks to the big dogs.
Well, they got lucky then. The doggies were lucky on that one.
Yeah.
Uh, well, there's also curry ketchup.
Yeah.
Uh,
Nah.
and it's made by a company called Brooklyn Deli, but it's
Hmm.
DELHI, which is
That's kind of
yeah,
funny. I like it.
Yeah,
the
because
cur, cur but that's they just have so much different types of ketchups that you can go berserk and buy like all these different things. But I know the truffle one I think you would want to try. You just
And
happy with your regular old ketchup.
no,
You and ketchup are one with you and Heinz are one. Hey, that's what we we used to call my dog Sparky 1. We used to call him 57 because he was a
variety
mutt. Right. So any dog that was a mutt in Brooklyn, you call him a
was called the
Heinzie.
57.
F is
57.
Heinzie because of the 57 varieties
Well,
of
two
And
things.
people, you have to
There was
understand this. They have 57 varieties, which they have a lot more than now in Heinz. But did you know the Heinz Mansion was on 57th Street in the city?
I didn't know that.
Oh boy, we're getting such trivia in this episode.
Well,
This
now you're
is
going to see that on Jeopardy
yeah, it
Do,
might be a
do,
in
do,
another
question.
2 weeks.
do, do, do.
It might be a question. You never know.
Was that the
But
Heinz family that owned it?
Yes.
Do they still own it?
No, no, it's been gone. I think it's down, but it used to be on 57th Street.
right.
But
Who oh god.
this is my favorite art
You're
piece.
Uh,
so
uh,
weird.
Paula,
So,
would you raffle that off if some of our viewers would like it and make bids
No,
on it?
no,
that would never happen in
no.
8,000 years.
How
That
This
long?
is
is mine. Mine.
How long have you had that?
yours.
When did the movie Big come out?
The 80s.
1989.
Uh, the movie Big. I don't know what
But
They
year.
had a store in
Tom
Soho
Hanks.
that sold everything like Big.
Oh.
So
Uh,
they had that there, and of course, the first thing we did was buy that.
you're
You know, the one with
so
the
That was a cute
piano.
movie.
you,
If anyone
yes. I
haven't seen it, it's a Tom Hanks.
Mm-hmm.
88.
88. Okay. I
We're
bought
all,
that in 1988. Dennis bought it for me in 1988.
Okay.
now, would you
Well.
rather trade that or Dennis?
I'm never
Oh
leaving my
If you had a
no.
choice.
no!
Oh,
Why would she trade Dennis? I don't
Well, no,
know.
if there
I
was a
never
choice
trained my Heinz either.
between the Heinz bottle or Dennis,
Oh no, no.
we're making
I
a
can't
value
answer
judgment.
that. That's a private.
I will not even comment on that. What you just said.
I want to make
You'll
this
never
controversial.
say.
I want votes to come in. What do you
No,
think
you
Paula
can't
should
put it
do?
against your hobby. You have to do it
Nah,
some another
I
inanimate
keep
object, like
nah.
maybe a
I
squirrel,
squirrel.
nutsack. Okay. inside jokes. When she says squirrel, I say nutsack. Get it? They like nuts.
Oh, I know that. My mind is something very.
It is because
No,
that's
I think it's
really what we mean. So
no. I think of something else, but that is a male mind, and you know me.
it's okay.
No, we have female minds.
And of course, what do you think we meant? This is what we text each other because we still 12 years old.
Squirrel.
You got
Nutsack.
nutsacks.
But anyhow, what other comments can we make about this wonderful world of ketchup?
Well, you better do it fast because we're running out of time.
Oh, okay. So final words on Heinz ketchup, on any ketchup. You go, Paul.
Any ketchup. Okay. Heinz ketchup is the most tastiest deliciousness. There's no words that could come out of my mouth. The other ketchups are good. Don't get me wrong. People like the other ketchups, but there's nothing like Heinz.
Yeah, yes, Lucy.
Okay, so this is what we have to
Vita Vegeta.
This is what we have to. Okay, Malcolm, this is what we have to pull out of the video so that we can tweet it and Instagram it out to Heinz and see what we can do. All right.
Actually, I can't do that here. Talk to Megan. She can pull it out for you. Tell her to do you a favor, and we'll send it over to the Heinz people.
Okay.
Actually, we can send them over the whole show.
Truthfully, we don't want anything from them. I just want to know that I'm writing. This is a love story.
Well, you don't want them. I either want sponsorship or free product.
Hey, if we can get sponsorship from Heinz, I'll take it. Yeah,
I'll take it.
This is literally a free half hour of Heinz sponsorship. So I say tomato, and someone else says tomato.
I say ketchup.
You say ketchup, and some people say catsup.
And I say goodbye till next week.
Okay, so next week
we'll celebrate Groundhog's Day.
We're gonna have Groundhog Day celebration because I don't have my ketchup bottle, but I do have my groundhog puppet.
Where's one?
All right, we'll have all our little props next week.
Yes, next week we'll have our props.
We'll do the same show.
What?
Maybe we'll do the same show in honor of Bill Murray.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
what?
We can just repeat it. Groundhog Day. We can repeat it all.
Ain't that we're young and we don't know.
Sing us off, both of you.
Yes, that kept going. I got you, babe.
Babe.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Shalom.